this video we are learning how to orbit, and I will start first with the stick cam to show you the feeling of how you control the quad while orbiting. Let's start with the right orbit first. In the video I lower my camera angle down to about 20 to 30 degrees. You can see that I keep the pole in the center of my house a little bit to the right because I am orbiting while wing level. And you can notice that if any time that the pole becomes center of view, the quad is flying closer to the object. Next, I will orbit to the left orbit. You can see that when you use lower camera angle like 10 degree, 20, 30 degree or something less than 45 degree, in order to orbit you have to increase your yaw input higher than your roll input. In short, you yaw more than you roll. But if your quad has high camera tilt like 60 degree or anything above 45 degree, in order to orbit or in general in order to turn, you have to roll more than you yaw. In this example, I am using camera angle tilt up about 20 to 30 degrees, so I yaw more than I roll. Okay, let's explain the orbiting. Well, this is the object you want to orbiting around, and this is your quad. The first type is that if you want to orbiting wide, keep your wing level. You are not banking left or banking right in order to make your video comes out that the skyline is parallel to your box vision all the time, like that. This is the skyline, and you try to turn parallel to the ground, to the skyline, like that. So the first type, wing level orbit. If you try to wing level orbit, it's like you try to fly around, circling around the object, but then you yaw toward the object. But once you yaw toward the object, you still have the momentum to go sideways. That means you will swing around the object. But if you notice in the video before that I fly around the palm tree, that the palm tree is never in the center of view. It is never like this. You never aim directly to the tree or the object, because if you are orbiting wing level and you aim directly at the object, you are orbiting toward and closer to the object and crash to the object finally, because there is less sideways momentum if you aim at the object. So if you want to orbiting and keep your wing level, you have to aim slightly to the side of the object depending on which side you are orbiting, left or right. In this case we are orbiting left, so the object is slightly to your left of view, like this. If you are aiming slightly to the side of the object, you will keep the distance between you and the object. You are not going closer or not going further. You keep distance, and it will be a perfect orbit. But if you unintentionally aiming toward the object and it becomes your center, so you get in closer to the object while orbiting. But in the other hand, if you aim further away from the object is more onto your left, like this, you are orbiting, you are perfect, but then you lose the grip and you aim farther, you will orbiting further away from the object, like that, further away. So now the second type of orbiting is that you want to keep the object at the center of your view all the time. How to do that? As I previously mentioned, that if you aim directly at the object, you are orbiting toward the object and closer and crash finally. So you have to increase your sideways momentum. How to increase that? So you have to roll to the side. You are orbiting to the in this case we are orbiting left. So you roll right a little bit. But I will bank this model as far as I can, so you see the difference, that this is the kind of we are orbiting and rolling. You can aim directly at the object if you bank a little bit. Then it will become like this. You will orbit like that. You can keep the object at the center of view. So if you going further away, that means that the aim is not the center. It's go to the object is become on your left and you go further away, orbiting further away. If the object on your right, then you are orbiting closer to the object. The same principle as the wing level orbiting. So that's the two types of orbiting.